Good evening, morning, wherever you are. I am the Mainly Digger, and this, I've been waiting to do this for a while. It's Lost Treasures of Maine. I did one for Pennsylvania. I found a lot of stuff out. I'm so excited to do this. I cannot wait to show you the lost treasure.
And his lost pirate treasures, which makes it
even better.
All right, here we go. Here's my number one. So our first one is Starboard Creek in Machias Port, or Machias. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's his name after the Buccaneers who were supposedly there, the Starboard Buccaneers, and their leader was Captain Harry Thompson. Machias is on the way east, I'll show you. I'll just show you. So this is the state of Maine. It looks like a left hand or left mitten. Machias, or Machias Port, or Machias Bay is where the thumb should be, and I'll show you. That is in the middle of nowhere. Machias is in the middle of nowhere. Nothing really happens out there. It is down east. This is Starboard Creek. This area saw a lot of action in the Revolutionary War. I wouldn't say a lot of action, but it saw a lot of English in this area. In fact, next to it is the English Bay, anyway, or Englishman Bay. So yeah, this is Starboard Creek right there, and this is out in the middle of nowhere. Machias is its own part of Maine. So number two, Island of Shoals, which is on the border of Maine and New Hampshire. It's a series of 9 islands. So much pirate activity during the 1700s and 1800s. I mean, Captain Kidd, Blackbeard, rumors. There's one island. So actually 3 islands are most likely to have treasure on them. Smutty Nose, Maine Duck, and I forgot the third one, but I'll look it up. But Smutty Nose is actually, they have found treasure on it. So there was lots of treasure in that area at that time, or lots of pirates in that area at that time. So that's exciting. Like, even if they're not famous pirates, I mean, I'll still find treasure from somebody that's not Blackbeard. I don't care. That's cool. It's on the border of Maine and New Hampshire. I'm gonna go find out the third island. So you can see off to the left, well, you can see it anyway, Kittery and Portsmouth. Portsmouth Naval Shipyard is close by, which is a series of 3 islands that was filled in. If you look, to the right, you'll see Island of Shoals. It's like right on the New Hampshire-Maine border. I keep saying island, but it's Isles of Shoals. Yeah, these are the islands. I guarantee if Maine could put a tax or a toll on those islands, on and off those islands, they would. Or they probably already have. They're already probably taxing something or tolling something. Anyway, yeah, these are the islands. The third island is, I can't pronounce it. It's Malegla. I don't know what it is. If you want to, look it up yourself, or I'll probably put it in the right here when I get the chance, right in there when I do editing. But yeah, that's cool. It's actually documented that there's activity in Maine, pirate activity in Maine, like documented. It happened for real. All right, Mainly to go. So number 3 is Jewel Island, which is a short ride away from Portland, around Portland. It's right around Portland. Anyway, Captain Kidd is reportedly like a fortune there at one time. No one's found it, obviously, but they did found a
treasure chest, which is awesome.
Or treasure chest. They found a chest, but it's gonna be a treasure chest just because it's freaking awesome. Anyway, I will show you where it is. I don't even know where it is. I have to look on a map. So you see Yarmouth and you see Freeport. Freeport is the home of LL Bean, shopping outdoor mecca. And you see Jewel Island and Casco Bay. Casco Bay is amazing if you ever get the chance to go to it. And then you see the other island, which I circled, which I cannot say that name. I just can't say it. It just, the words does not form in my mouth. But so there's a treasure, supposedly a treasure on Jewel Island, but there's also another reported treasure on the island, I can't say. If anybody can say or pronounce that, more power to you. Black Bill Bellamy was considered probably the richest pirate of that era, of that time, 1800s. And the legend goes, is he built a wooden fort, a pirate fort, at the mouth of the Machias River, and he would go and do pirate stuff, go take ships and stuff, and that was his base, that was his fort. He was an English pirate, like I said before. That whole area was filled with British and English soldiers at that time. I'll tell you what, Machias is looking good for metal detecting. I would love to find that old pirate fort. That would be awesome. So I highlighted or circled the where the mouth of the Machias River is, and Machias Bay, which the river leads to. To the west, you'll see Machias. Like I said, there's not much there. So this is Penobscot Bay, like it says. Gorgeous spot, but this is like a graveyard of ships. There is so much stuff at the bottom of this bay. I mean, there's a story of a ship with circus animals that went down, and they're down there too. There's cannons. There's different types of shipwrecks throughout the centuries. It's been used a lot. So Deer Isle is probably the biggest island in Penobscot Bay, but the other two, there's Stonington and the Isle, I'm not going to say it, but those are the biggest pirate hangouts that were in the bay, and that's where all the treasure should be, technically. It's Maine islands, and how they're pronounced, horrible. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to say it. Our next tale and next pirate is Edward Ned Lowe, who was a minor pirate, I guess, in the later part of the 1800s when it was dying down. He was born in London and was a thief, and then he became a pirate, which is just a thief on the sea. Anyway, here the story is, it's another Penobscot story. So if this picture looks familiar, it's because it's still Penobscot Bay. This story starts on Pond Island, where the rumor goes this Edward Lowe buried his treasure and then killed somebody to protect the treasure. But I've also heard the same story about the islands I can't pronounce at the bottom center. So it's still a cool story. Someone might ask, why would these pirates bury their treasures near or around Maine? The easy answer is Maine is near the ocean, water access, but it is guarded. The trees, they're so thick. The woods are so thick. There's mountains. Look at this mountain. It's huge. No one's going to want to go look for your treasure. Yeah, easy waterways, but the trees are thick. The forest is thick in Maine. It is thick. Even now it's thick. I can't even imagine what Maine was like in the 17 or 1800s, where contact or humans hadn't done really anything. They hadn't taken the forest back at all, or hacked down the forest at all. It must have been thick. And then you got these annoying little devils. I call it the Maine state bird. It's mosquito, if you don't know what it is. Those little blood suckers. They are miserable. They are thick in Maine. Not as thick as in Alaska, but they are thick. Our next reason, the black fly. This is also probably what could be one of Maine state birds. These things hurt so much when they bite you. Like, it hurts. They are a horrible bug, and they itch. This is a horsefly. Miserable. If you don't know what they are, miserable bug. Like a bigger black fly. Horrible. All of which are native to Maine. I love Maine, but I hate these bugs. But I can't imagine what it was like without bug spray in in the 17 or 1800s. Miserable time. No one's coming after your treasure. They're going to say, no, I'm done. Thick wood, sweating, bugs, screw this. And that is done. That is my wrap. That is my video. Mainly Digger out.